2013, we were ramping up production at the mine which we commissioned in 2012 in August. We will continue the ramp-up process through 2014 and 2015. For example, the production of Tardan mine in 2013 was about 600 kilograms. The plan for 2014 is 800 kilograms, and then it should ramp up to about 1200 kilograms in the 2015 and onwards. So this trend will continue, and the ramping up will continue at our Tardan mine. We will also continue the ramp up at our Solkokon mine, where last year we produced just over 100 kilograms, and the installed capacity there is about 500 kilograms. So overall, the production for 2013 was just over 1100 kilograms, and the target for 2014 for this year is between 1300 to 1400 kilograms, and then reaching to about 2 tons a year from 2015 onwards. At Tardan, over the 2013, we completed about 25,000 meters of diamond drilling, and the main purpose of that drilling was to improve the quality of reserves that we have at Tardan, and we actually did that, transferring C2 reserves into C1, together with an increase in the reserves of Tardan itself of almost 1 ton of gold. In addition to that, we've been exploring the satellite deposit, which is about 11 kilometers from Tardan, similar ore that can be treated at Tardan facilities. And we explored and completed exploration at that satellite deposit and filed with the GKZ the reserve report for additional 2.5 tons of gold at an average grade of more than 4 grams a ton. These exploration results encourage us to continue exploration at the Greater Tardan area and focus on the next satellites deposits and increase the mine life of Tardan in future. As we mine out the reserves that we currently have, we will continue to invest into exploration in order to increase the life mine of Tardan further. Well, I think that Auriant Mining is a junior gold mining company which is already in production. First, what distinguishes us is that we passed the stage of exploration and past the stage of development. We are already in production, and the commissioning is at a stage when we can start to see the positive cash flows, which means that we will not require borrowing, we will not require funding for existing operations, and they will start from this year to bring us cash flows, positive cash flows. So we are a sustainable junior company. We are not dependent on the equity markets or on the bank debt. This is one thing. The second thing, I think, is the management of the company. We managed to build a good management team around our Tardan and Solkokon assets, including the team at the sites and also the team in Moscow management office. That is small but very experienced and capable of managing a bigger company than Auriant currently is, and with ambitions to grow the company into an intermediate producer and to be in the top 10 producers in Russia. And this, I think, distinguishes us as well with our growth potential, together with our existing assets, combined with the ambitious management team and the cash flow that we have from the current operations. I think these three components set us for higher growth in future. In Russia, historically, gold mining is a big industry. And there are generations after generations of people who work in the mining industry. The mining industry existed in Russia pre-Soviet times. It improved and developed during the Soviet times, and it further developed after the Soviet Union collapsed and in modern Russia. In Russia, currently, there is no government company in the gold mining sector. If you look, for example, at oil and gas sector, then major oil and gas producers are controlled by the government. In gold mining, this situation is quite opposite. We don't have government interference in terms of ownership of the companies. The infrastructure and the legal framework is liberalized and continues to improve for the gold miners. The government is interested in new companies who are developing the assets. We have more than 400 gold mining companies in Russia, and only a few of them are public, less than 10. So the environment in the gold mining sector is quite open. We sell gold at the London fixed pricing. We don't have any restrictions. We can export the gold if we want to. Our costs, big component of our cost is in rubles. So the recent inflation effect or the ruble depreciation actually help our cost structure, and means that our cash cost is going down because of that. So I think that in terms of political risk, Russia is quite low risk if you talk about gold mining.